Okay, top of the morning to you. It's day 4 here on the north side Highline, and I'm all packed up and ready to go. I'm heading over to Henry's Fork today. Hopefully we'll get to Lake Hesse to meet Jim. We'll see how far I get today. Yesterday was a pretty big one, pretty brutal, and I'm also having a little bit of an appetite issue. Just not able to eat a full meal right now, and I'm hoping it's just maybe nerves or something like that, and it'll go away. But yeah, I was able to eat some snacks this morning, but not a full meal. So I decided to forego the coffee, stay hydrated, and I'm going to get over this ridge and get this day moving. So we'll check you in a bit. We'll talk about blessings in disguise. This trail in here is not well marked at all. So I'm really route finding a lot of the time, and I just kind of see pieces of it here and there. Disappears under some deadfalls. But boy, I was just out of water and I ran into this creek. So thank you so much, Mother Nature, for providing that one. I've drank an entire liter and have a full liter, and it's only 0.9 to the junction where Julius Creek is. So we're going to go ahead and get after it and get down to Julius and take an actual proper break. We'll check in a bit. Okay, I think I figured out where I've been at. I've been lost for about 2 hours. It's been nuts. I've had a couple of water breaks because I got turned around in this forest behind me. You'll see it. Yeah, but I think I figured out where I'm going now. Hopefully be over to Henry's Fork in just a little bit. So here we go. Getting into Henry's Fork would be no easy task. After climbing out of Julius Creek, I ended up having to cross a gigantic park with no trail and no cairns, so I was having to route find the whole time. When I got to the Henry's Fork River, the deadfalls were impassable, so I had to cross on rocks across the river to get to the Henry's Fork Trail and the Elkhorn Crossing. Okay, I didn't think I was going to make it, but I made it to Henry's Fork. Can you believe that? Man, that was the hardest day of hiking I have ever done. There was no trail from start to finish. I actually had to cross the Henry Fork River by jumping from rocks because there was at least 3 miles of deadfalls to get down to the Elkhorn Crossing. And just ran into some really cool people that I met on the 4th of July that watch my channel, and so that's awesome. I'm going to push my way up and see how far I go. Jim's up at Hesse. I'm going to see if I can make it to Hesse, but realistically, we'll see what the legs give me, so we'll check in a bit. Okay, 10 hours on trail today. I'm exhausted. I've got my tent set up, as you can see there, and I'm going to bed. I'm tired. I'm just beat. So we'll check you in the morning. All right, do you hear that? Search and rescue is flying over the lake here, so I'm guessing somebody, yeah, how loud that is. It's like right on top of us. Holy cow. I'm guessing someone camped here somewhere near here called SOS. So yeah, that's crazy. I was just literally about to pass out, and all of a sudden here comes the heli. So I've had to have the evac in the backcountry. So I one of my partners. So I know that sound all too well. So boy, I hope they're okay, who it is. And anyways, we'll check you in a bit. All right, top of the morning to you. It's day 5 here on the north side Highline Trail. I'm at Bear Lake this morning, and I'm packing up and getting ready to go. We'll see how far I make it today. I may camp for another night. I may just push out. It just depends on how far I get today. So we're going to get moving. All right, all packed up and ready to go. Gonna throw the pack on and get moving. We'll check you in a little bit. This is a tough decision because it's only about 6 miles from there, but I'm going to exit China Meadows on this trail. I'm just feeling it. I haven't had an appetite for like 3 days. I'm just exhausted, and I've been getting sleep. It just, when you can't fill up the tank, I'm just out of gas. So it's 3 miles to the trailhead. Jim's going to grab me there, and then we're going to head over to East Fork, Black Fork, grab my Jeep, and I'm going to head home. We're going to end this one. So I'll film a little bit on the way out and maybe a little post-video discussion. All right, let's get moving. Okay, I'm glad I listened to my gut on that. Look at that fire. That's on top of the ridge I would have had to cross to get to my Jeep at the East Fork, Black Fork. I hope we can even get it. I'm headed to China Meadows to meet my buddy Jim, who dropped me off at Spirit Lake. Because I just wanted to exit anyways. It was too treacherous to try to cross that river and then try to go through those deadfalls on the other side of the river. But yeah, you can see that smoke behind me there. That's, yeah, good intentions to head for China Meadows. So we'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay, I'm in the Jeep on my way home. Yeah, I exited a day early. There was a forest fire. The terrain that I would have had to have gone into was just absolutely impassable. There's just a 6 mile section that goes over the ridge in the East Fork, Black Fork, that plus the fire today. I didn't want to breathe fire smoke trying to go over that. So all in all, it was a really hard adventure. I'll tell you, that's not for the lighthearted, and if you don't have good navigation skills, I would not go attempt this trail. I actually did quite well. There was a couple of times where I thought I was completely lost. Yesterday, I thought about hitting the SOS button because I couldn't find my way out of a certain section, but I didn't because I ended up just taking a chance on something, and that chance paid off. So, but all in all, it was a full-on adventure. There were some very good times. Top of the Cabell Bridge was beautiful. Thompson Pass was gorgeous. Climbing that pass today to the Hesse Trail out of Henry's Fork and seeing Kings and Gunsight and just that whole basin there was just absolutely gorgeous. So, do I regret going? No. Do I feel like I made the right decision to leave? Yes. I don't feel like it was a failure. I feel like I made the smart decision like you're supposed to do when you feel like you're in over your head and your body's telling you things. I hadn't eaten a full meal in like 2 days. I forced the granolas and berry down the hatch this morning just to have some energy to do the hike that I did today. That was 9.3 miles. So all in all, no regrets. And I'm glad I did it. And I got to see parts of the Uintas that very few people get to see. So I'm going to keep bouncing down this road and get home. We'll check y'all later. I hope you enjoyed the recap.